Namaste and once again welcome back to our maths class. As you know, this is the third part of our plus 1 bridge course. We have already completed two topics, that is part 1 video quadratic equation and part 2 arithmetic progression. And in this video we are going to discuss the new topic. It is coordinate geometry, the concept related to coordinate geometry, and it will be helpful in understanding the chapter three-dimensional geometry, introduction to three-dimensional geometry. I think it is the 12th chapter in your plus 1 textbook. Okay, and it was the 7th chapter in your 10th standard textbook, coordinate geometry, that you have already learned. Very simple chapter. What are the things you have already learned? Distance formula, section formula, area of triangle. These are the three important concepts. Okay, let's start. First one is distance formula. The distance between any two points P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 is given by PQ is equal to what? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, so if P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 are any two points, then PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. And what are the applications we have already learned? First one situation is we have to find the distance between any two given points. Okay, so to find the distance between any two points, and what was the next one? It is nothing but to prove the collinearity of 3 points. Okay, to prove collinearity. We know if 3 points lie on the same line, then it is called what? Collinear points. So if ABC lie on a line, then we can say AB plus BC is equal to AC. If this condition is fulfilled, then we can conclude the points are collinear using what? Distance formula. ABC are 3 points in a line, then we can say if AB plus BC is equal to AC, then the points are collinear. Is it clear? Okay. Then the next one is about to prove different types of triangles. Different types of triangles when the vertices, when the coordinates of the vertices are given. Okay, and one more thing is to prove different types of quadrilaterals here also when coordinates of the vertices are given. And what are the different types of triangles you have already learned? It is equilateral triangle, that means 3 sides are equal. Then second one is isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal. Then right angle triangles, we have to find all the 3 sides and we can verify what? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, then isosceles right angle triangle. So in addition to the conditions of a right triangle, we have to check whether the 2 sides are equal or not. Okay, 2 sides equal and satisfies Pythagoras theorem, and it is what? Isosceles right angle triangle. And the next one is what? Scalene triangle. Scalene triangle, that means all the 3 sides are unequal. Okay, and 4 different types of quadrilaterals you have to keep in mind. One is parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are unequal. Opposite sides are equal, diagonals are unequal. And in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal, diagonals are also equal. Opposite sides are equal, diagonals are also equal. And the third one is rhombus. All sides are equal and diagonals are unequal. In a rhombus, all sides are equal, diagonals are unequal. And the last one is square. All sides are equal, diagonals are also equal. In a square, all sides are equal, diagonals are also equal. So these are the problems related to the topic what? Distance formula. Okay. Now the next one is section formula. Section formula. It's one of the important formula in this chapter, what? Coordinate geometry, that you have already learned. the coordinate of the point which divides the line joining the points P and Q internally in the ratio m is to n. For example, if R is a point which divides PQ internally in the ratio m is to n is given by m x2 plus n x1 divided by m plus n and m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. And in 3-dimensional geometry, that means upcoming chapter, we put one more value, m z2 plus n z1 divided by m plus n. In distance formula also the same change, x2 minus x1 the whole square, y2 minus y1 the whole square and z2 minus z1 the whole square. That is the only difference. All other things are same. Okay. And the next situation is, we have to find the ratio in which a point divide a line segment. Okay. In order to find the ratio, we take the ratio as k is to 1. Let the ratio be k is to 1 and the coordinate is what? K x2 plus x1 by k plus 1 and k y2 plus y1 by k plus 1. And in 3D, we write one more coordinate, k z2 plus z1 by k plus 1. Okay. And the next one is midpoint formula, and in midpoint formula, we write what? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. And in 3D or 3-dimensional geometry, we write z1 plus z2 by 2 also. Okay, so these are the important formulas you have to keep in mind in this section. Now we move on to the next topic, centroid of a triangle. So what do you mean by centroid of a triangle? You all know the 3 medians of a triangle intersect at a common point, and that particular point is called what? Centroid. Okay, we can draw a rough figure. If ABC is the triangle, and we can mark the midpoint of BC and we can join AD. So AD is one of the median, and we can draw a line from the vertex B to its opposite side, midpoint of its opposite side, BE and CF. Okay, here all the 3 medians intersect at a common point, and it is known as what? Centroid. We can denote it using the letter G. Okay, and if the vertices are x1 y1, b of x2 y2 and c of x3 y3, then the coordinate of centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3. Okay, and in 3-dimensional geometry, we have to write third coordinate z1 plus z2 plus z3 divided by 3. Okay, now the last topic in this chapter is area of a triangle. When the vertices are given, how can we find the area of a triangle? So we can consider a triangle with vertices A of x1 comma y1 and B of x2 y2 and C of x3 y3. And the area of triangle is given by half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So this is the formula to find what? Area of a triangle when coordinate of the vertices are given. I repeat, area of triangle is equal to half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. And an important application is, sometimes we have to show 3 points are collinear. Okay, using the area of triangle, we can also prove the points are collinear. If the area of triangle formed by 3 points is 0, then we can conclude the points are collinear. Okay, so remember, if the points are collinear, then the area formed by the above 3 points is 0. Okay, if the 3 points are collinear, then the area formed by the above 3 points is 0. That means we can draw a line here, A, B, C. Now A, B, C lie on a line. Okay, and we can't form the triangle using these 3 points. If I shift the position of the point B here, then we can draw the triangle by joining these 3 points. Okay, we can shift the point to any direction and we can form the triangle. But if the points lie on the line, then we cannot form the triangle, and obviously the area will be 0. Triangle is not formed, so area will be 0. That's the concept behind it. Okay, so that's all for today. Till now we have discussed 3 different topics in our +1 bridge course: quadratic equations, arithmetic progression, and in this video we discuss what? Coordinate geometry. Okay, the remaining topics we will discuss in the upcoming classes. So thanks for watching. Thank you.